One day, Princess Cinderella went out for a walk in the forest to pick some cranberries. After filling her basket with tiny cranberries, she heard a strange sound.
Help! Who's that? And where is that voice coming from?
When Cinderella looked up, she saw a huge elephant flying overhead.
What? A flying elephant? Crazy! How does this happen? Help me! I can't move down!
The elephant had shot up into the sky when her rope broke during a circus performance in the forest. Although her friends tried to help, they could not reach her. Because Cinderella is a princess who has the ability to talk to animals, she immediately called the elephant.
Hey, elephant! I can help you!
Cinderella? Oh, please hurry! I'm afraid of heights! Cinderella whistled loudly and summoned a tiny white pigeon. She asked her to help the elephant with the other pigeons. The little pigeon took flight and went to call her friends. Meanwhile, the sun was so hot in the sky that the elephant was afraid that the balloon she was attached to would melt and fall to the ground. I wish the clouds would block the sun a bit and protect my balloon. I'm so scared. While the elephant was hovering anxiously, a flock of white pigeons approached her. The pigeons flapped their wings and tried to carry the elephant, but she was so big that they barely made a difference. When Cinderella realized that the pigeons could not help, she asked for help from the frog Tiddalik, who was always near the lake, enjoying the water.
Now I am so busy, Cinderella. Oh, delicious water. I love water, you know.
But please, Tiddalik, only you can save her. When Cinderella told him how to save the elephant, the frog was fascinated by her idea and eventually jumped onto the wings of the white pigeon. The pigeon brought Tiddalik to the elephant.
Don't be afraid. Now you will land softly like a cotton ball.
Like a balloon, Tiddalik filled his mouth and stomach with air and asked the elephant to hold his leg. A few pigeons also supported them. Then the time came for a pigeon to pop the balloon to which the elephant was tied. Are you sure? Will this plan really work?
Yes! Don't be afraid, elephant. Trust them.
The moment the pigeon burst the balloon with its beak, the frog Tiddalik started to carry the elephant. Cinderella admired how the animals all worked together like a family. Slowly, with very small breaths, the frog brought the elephant back to the ground safely. The elephant was so happy that she immediately hugged Cinderella. Thank you, Cinderella. If you hadn't noticed me, that balloon would have burst and I would have fallen to the ground.
You're fine now. But you have to thank not only me, but also Tiddalik and the pigeons.
After the elephant kissed the pigeons with her trunk, she gave to the frog Tiddalik his favorite thing.
Water! I was already very thirsty again.
Baba Fairy Tales and Bedtime Stories for Kids. Stubborn Baby Elephant Dimbo. Once upon a time, there was a baby elephant named Dimbo who lived with his parents and was very bored of his life in the forest. He wanted to go far and explore new places. He would go around the whole forest and meet new people, but his friend the little mouse kept telling him that the world was very big and that there were too many other places still to be seen. So Dimbo made up his mind. He was going to go on a long journey and explore new destinations. One day, he went over to his parents to tell them all about it.
I'm bored of being in the same forest. I want to go and explore new places.
My baby, this is our home. And plus, we don't know what's out there for us.
Out of the forest? Humans can be very dangerous.
Dimbo listened to his parents, but did not really take notice of what was being said. He still wanted to see the world out of the forest. The same night, after everyone fell asleep, he left home and began to walk towards the end of the forest. It was now too dark. He could hardly find his way. Right at that moment, he realized that something was coming towards him. Suddenly, before he could move further, he found himself in a big net. He tried to get away, but there was no hope. After a while, he heard some noises. People yelling, cheering.
We got him!
Hey!
We got him! Oh, yeah!
Yay!
Don't hold
Stop
his
him!
back!
Come
Hold
on,
him
come
back!
on!
Before he could even understand what was happening, Dimbo moved up from the ground and into a dark box. The lid of the box shut down on him and the box suddenly began to move. Scared little Dimbo did not know what to do. Suddenly he heard a voice.
So, they caught you too, huh?
When he looked at the direction of the sound, he realized it was one of the monkeys from the forest.
Who got me?
Humans!
But why did they catch me? I didn't do anything to them.
I didn't do anything either, but they're planning to do something to us.
The monkey was right. The people who caught Dimbo and the monkey were working for a circus in the town. They were taking the animals that they had caught to the circus to use them in the shows. In the morning, when she could not see her baby, the mummy elephant got worried. She asked her children if they had seen Dimbo or not, but they had also not seen him since last night. In a hurry, Mummy Elephant went next to Daddy Elephant.
Dimbo's not here, he's gone.
So he did what he said. We have to find him before something happens to him.
His family found Dimbo's friend, the mouse, and told him all that had happened. The mouse was really sad.
It's all because of me. I told him that there's also life outside the forest. Don't worry. We will find him.
Days had passed. Dimbo was held in an area surrounded by barbed wire next to the circus tent. His friend the monkey was kept in a cage. The people of the circus were preparing for the shows that were going to begin 1 week later. Dimbo was watching these people, circus tents and the trucks, in astonishment, because it was the first time he was seeing things such as these.
What is this thing called circus? And why are they keeping me here?
While Dimbo was thinking about this, 2 men came and took him out of the barbed wire fence. When brought to this circus, Dimbo was horrified by the view he saw. A while later, the owner of the circus, who was also an animal trainer, came next to Dimbo with a whip in his hand.
You will do the tricks exactly as I will show you. Best part of the show will be yours alone, or else you will not like your punishment.
Dimbo was very frightened. He tried to do the tricks the circus owner was teaching him. At the same time, his friend the mouse was looking for Dimbo all over the forest. He asked about him to all the animals he saw, but no one knew a thing. A small pink bird saw the hopeless mouse wandering around and flew next to him to ask what his problem was.
I'm looking for my friend Dimbo.
Dimbo? You mean the stubborn baby elephant Dimbo?
Yes, I think he left the forest and went to the city.
As my mother told me when I was a little baby, Dimbo saved my life. If he's in trouble now, I would like to help.
You can fly to the city to look for Dimbo. If he's there, I'm sure you're going to find him.
Sure, don't you worry, I will find him.
The little pink bird went up immediately and began to fly towards the city. After flying for a couple of hours, she noticed the big colourful circus tents and some trucks in the distance. She flew over to them. And what did she see? Some people putting Dimbo back into the fenced area. She immediately flew next to Dimbo.
Hello, Dimbo. I'm so happy that I found you. Your family and your friends are so worried. Some people have imprisoned me here. They will put me in the show next week. Really? You don't worry, we will get you out of here. I will now go and let your family know about the situation.
The bird flew up into the sky and made her way to the forest. Dimbo was very happy because he knew he was going to be saved. The little bird went next to Dimbo's family and told them all about it. Mummy and Daddy Elephant were very happy.
We'll leave early in the morning. We will take our baby back from the humans.
Early in the morning, Dimbo's family, the mouse and the bird began their journey to the city. The elephants and the mouse were not as fast as the bird. There was a long journey waiting for them. Back at the circus, Dimbo and the other animals were preparing for the big show. While the wild monkey was being funny with the clowns, Dimbo was trying to do the tricks the circus owner had taught him.
Come on now, you have to jump higher.
The circus owner was asking him to do things that an elephant could not do. So Dimbo remembered what had happened to him when he tried to do the things that the other animals had done.
I hope Mommy and Daddy can come quickly to save me from here.
Exactly 1 day had passed by, and it was now the show day. Lights of the circus were shining, and a lot of people were coming into the tent. Dimbo's family, the mouse, and the little pink bird came next to the circus tent. In the area that was fenced with barbed wire, they saw Dimbo.
There he is!
Yes, but how will we save him from there?
I will go talk to Dimbo.
I am coming too.
The mouse and the bird went over to Dimbo. The mouse went under the fence and went next to Dimbo.
Psst! Dimbo, look here!
Hey, buddy.
Meanwhile, the little pink bird got a closer look at the iron door.
The door is locked. It will be hard to find the keys. When it's my turn, they will open the door. Then we can run away.
Okay, we will make a plan. Wait for us.
In the meantime, the show continued at the circus. The monkey and the clown were trying to be funny so that the guests could laugh. After they finished their show and left the stage, the circus owner went on the stage.
Dear guests, next we will have our magician on stage.
The circus owner left the stage and continued to the back. He asked his men to bring the elephant. His men went outside and opened the door to the fence where Dimbo was kept. Right at that moment, there was a loud noise, and when they looked where it was coming from, they saw 4 elephants charging towards them. The men left everything and ran away. And when they left, Dimbo could easily escape and was very happy to see his family.
Come on, we need to get away fast.
No.
Upon Dimbo's answer, they were all shocked.
First, we have to save my other imprisoned friends. Let's distract them so that the mouse and the bird can open their cages.
The the 4 elephants began to run around the circus. Daddy Elephant went into the tent. Everybody began to run around in fear. At the same time, the bird was opening the locks of the cages. The mouse was opening the gates so that all the animals could get out. They all ran away into the forest. The circus owner was shocked and did not understand what was going on. He was furious. While he was running around, the whole tent came down on him. Dimbo, his family, and his friends stopped to take a break when they were in a safe area away from the circus. They were all tired, but very happy. At that present moment, the monkey came next to them.
Dimbo, I thank you on behalf of all the animals you saved from the circus. Instead of running away while you had the chance, you chose to save us too.
My friends, I'm sure you would do the same for me. Living in the forest taught me friendship and to help one another.
Yes, we always should care for one another, otherwise life can be very, very hard on us.
Well, Dimbo, when is your next trip?
Next time you'll decide to leave the forest, do let us know about it.
Daddy, Mommy, my sister, my brother, I'm really sorry that I got you worried. I made a mess. Don't worry, I won't ever leave this beautiful forest again.
So they all continued their journey back to the forest. Without ever complaining again, Dimbo lived a happy life in the forest.
One day, a smart rabbit was going to enter her house in the forest, and she heard a terrible sound from inside her home.
I am the invincible warrior who takes 1,000 steps. I can trample a rhino under my feet and crush an elephant like an insect. Nobody can beat me.
The rabbit was very scared by what she heard, so she ran away from her house right away. And after a while, she came across a fox. "Hey, Fox, someone has taken over my house in the forest. Could you persuade him to leave?"
Of course, Rabbit sister.
The rabbit and the fox went to the rabbit's house. The very confident fox shouted into the cave.
Hey, you! How dare you break into my friend's house?
I am the invincible warrior who takes 1,000 steps. I can trample a rhino under my feet and crush an elephant like an insect. Nobody can beat me.
The fox did not expect such a bold proclamation and was so afraid he didn't know what to do.
Sorry, Rabbit sister. I could never win against someone who tramples an elephant.
When the fox ran away, the rabbit got even more scared. She started wandering sadly among the trees and finally came across a rhino. "Hey, Rhino! Someone I don't know broke into my house in the forest and I can't get him out. Can you help me?"
Of course I will. Come, bring me to your home.
The rabbit brought the rhino in front of her house.
Hey, you! How dare you break into my friend's house? Come out and show yourself. I am the invincible warrior who takes 1,000 steps. I can trample a rhino under my feet and crush an elephant like an insect. Nobody can beat me.
But the rhino was scared too and didn't know what to do.
Bunny, I just remembered I have a dentist appointment. Very important. I had forgotten. I gotta go now. Bye-bye.
When even the big rhino couldn't help the rabbit, the cute rabbit hit the road again, and this time she came across an elephant. "Hey, elephant! I am so desperate, only you can help me. Please get this stranger out of my house." "Don't worry, cute little rabbit. I'll help you. Let's go." The rabbit brought the elephant in front of her house. "Hey, you! How dare you break into my friend's house? Get out now!"
I am the invincible warrior who takes 1,000 steps. I can trample a rhino under my feet and crush an elephant like an insect. Nobody can beat me.
The elephant was so scared that even her trunk trembled. Dear Rabbit, I'm sorry, but I don't want anyone to crush me. The elephant left the rabbit and went back to her house. At that time, a small frog was passing by the rabbit. Hey, Frog, no animal in that forest could help me. Please bring out the stranger who broke into my house.
Of course, Rabbit Sister. Show me your house.
The rabbit showed the frog her house.
Hey, you! If you don't come out of my friend's house now, I'll come drag you out. Don't come close. I am the invincible warrior who takes 1,000 steps. I can trample a rhino under my feet and crush an elephant like an insect. Nobody can beat me. Now listen to me carefully. I'm a frog with sticky feet, and I'll jump right on your head and annoy you for days. Don't you dare. Please, stay away. Well, then get out now.
Hearing the brave cry of the frog and the rabbit's unwanted guest inside, the other animals immediately gathered to see who the mighty warrior was.
Come on. How long you gonna make me wait? I'll count to 3. 1, 2... Okay. I'm out. I'm here.
Everyone looked around, but saw no one. Where are you? No more tricks.
Right here. I'm standing at your feet. It's me, Centipede.
All the animals started laughing when they saw the centipede. The people of the forest laughed a lot that such a powerful voice came from a tiny centipede. But they always believed that some people in this forest can have very surprising powers.
I am the invincible warrior.
Once upon a time, in a forest far away, there was a tiny frog named Tiddalik. Tiddalik loved to play in sunny weather. He met some of his friends by the lake, and he jumped on the lotus flowers with them.
8, 9, and 10. I win. I made it to 10. I win.
Bravo, Tiddalik, you did it again. Blip.
This jumping game of the frog friends made them very tired, and therefore they were very thirsty.
Come on, let's drink some water, Grog.
The 3 frog friends met on a big leaf and started to drink water. Tiddalik was drinking so fast that the other frogs warned him.
Tiddalik, be slow, you'll bloat your belly. Bleep.
But I am very thirsty. I'd want to drink even more.
I think we should stop him, Grog.
After a while, Tiddalik, whose stomach was swollen with water, suddenly stopped, because there was not even a drop of water left in the lake to drink.
Huh? There was a lot of water here just now. Where did it go?
Because you drank it all, Tiddalik, Grog.
What? Okay, but I feel like I haven't drunk water at all.
How can you still want to drink more water? Bleep.
Where else can I find water in this forest? Tell me quickly.
There's a creek behind those giant trees.
Hush! Why do you say that? What if he dries up the creek now? Bleep!
Tiddalik, with a swollen belly, hopped away from his friends. The frog friends, who were staring in surprise, immediately went to inform the giant hippo. At that time, the giant hippo was resting under a tree, and his assistant, Fox, was on watch right in front of him.
Bleep! Hello, Fox. We urgently want to talk to the giant hippo. He is in a deep sleep right now.
You better wake him up. It's very important.
What can you say that is more important than his sleep, little frogs? Fox, hurry up, bleep. Otherwise we will not have a drop of water to drink or to wash, bleep.
When the fox saw the frog's fear and urgency, he woke the giant hippo up. The hippo opened his eyes wide and bent over the two frog friends. The frogs told what had happened, and then they jumped on the giant hippo's head and went in search of Tiddalik.
If we run out of all our water, it will be a disaster for the jungle animals.
At that moment, the bloated Tiddalik arrived at the creek.
Here is the water, so good.
A rabbit, who saw the frog Tiddalik drinking water by the creek, was going to come to the edge and drink water. But the frog warned him.
Hey, rabbit, all the water here is mine. Go drink water from somewhere else.
But there is no other water around here. Even the lake has dried up.
The frog drank all the water from the creek without listening to what the rabbit said. Now, he has an even bigger belly than before.
Where else can I find water here?
The rabbit's eyes widened in surprise.
You finished the water of the creek before I could take a sip, and you still want to drink water?
Yeah. I drank the lake. I fished the creek. I'll drink all the water.
Tiddalik continued to search for water in the forest, with his big belly growing larger by the gulp. Wherever he saw a small puddle, he started to drink and drink it. The inhabitants of the forest were very surprised when they saw the dried lake and the creek that no longer flowed. Neither an owl could find water, nor a gazelle. Finally, the giant hippo and little frog friends saw the sad rabbit standing by the creek.
Have you seen a frog that is greedy for water here, rabbit?
Yeah, he went that way. He even drinks tiny puddles formed by rain.
The giant hippo sprinted with all his might and followed Tiddalik's trail, and other forest animals followed after him. The frog, Tiddalik, was just about to drink the last puddle he found when the hippo and dehydrated forest dwellers appeared before him.
Tiddalik, stop! You drank all the water in the forest and left us no water to drink.
You must give back the water of the lake and creek.
Your frog friends are telling the truth, Tiddalik. A huge hippo like me and that tiny bird you see need water too.
Even plants, trees, insects need water. Please open your mouth and give us back the water you filled in your stomach.
Even though the inhabitants of the forest begged Tiddalik, whose belly was full of water, he was not willing to give back the water he drank.
What are we going to do?
If we can make him laugh, he can't hold back any longer and he'll give back all the water. Yeah! Great idea! Besides, Tiddalik loves to laugh.
The rabbit found a hat and started entertaining the frog. Although Tiddalik found the rabbit funny, he managed to restrain himself not to laugh. This time, the panda was on the stage. He started dancing so funny that everyone in the forest started laughing at him. But Tiddalik didn't laugh at the panda's dance either. Then the little squirrel quickly started to draw a picture. The forest dwellers began to wait in anticipation. Everyone laughed when the squirrel showed him the picture he made. But Tiddalik didn't. In the end, the giant hippo was on the stage, not to make them laugh, but in anger.
Now I am very angry, Tiddalik.
The giant hippo started with his huge body, jumping and grunting like a frog nervously. All the animals were laughing because whatever the hippo was doing looked funny. Finally, the frog Tiddalik could not stand it and started laughing like the others at the hippo. Just as his mouth was opened, all the water he drank gushed out everywhere. The lake has returned to its original state. The creek started to flow again. And even small puddles have finally filled their place. As Tiddalik laughed, his belly shrunk. He's back to his old cute frog form.
Well done, Tiddalik. You didn't leave all us many forest dwellers thirsty.
You don't have a big belly anymore. You can easily jump on lotus leaves.
Oh, I had a huge belly. Now I feel so relieved. The next time you feel thirsty, think about others. Everyone else in this forest needs water as much as you. For example, I need to go and take a shower right now. You are right, my friends.
The forest dwellers were very happy to have water again, because water is the most valuable part of the forest. The Lazy Girl. Once upon a time, a father and his 2 young daughters were living together in a land far, far away. One of the girls was very diligent, and the other was very lazy.
You barely help at all, and I'm exhausted. Oh no! You are already doing the cleaning. Why should I get my hands dirty now?
Their old father was a hard worker, and he was always tired. The only meal they had was soup and some dry bread in the evenings. One day, the old father made a request of his daughters.
My dear daughters, you know, I love you both so very much. I've been thinking. You are both adults now, and it is time for you to take more responsibility. I want both of you to find a job and work.
You are right, Daddy. I will find myself a job.
And what about you, my daughter?
My sister should get a job, 'cause, that's so her thing. but I think I'd better do the housework, Daddy.
The old man was happy to see his daughters so eager. The next day, while the diligent girl left home to find a job, her father came to her.
My dear daughter, I have some advice for you. Never refuse someone who asks you for help. Always be diligent. Love your job. Do the job that was given to you to the best of your abilities.
Thank you, Daddy. I will never forget your advice.
That's my girl. Bye-bye.
The diligent daughter set off to find her job, while the lazy daughter, who said that she would do the household chores, did nothing. The house was getting more and more messy and getting dirty every day. The diligent girl walked for days, but had not found anyone to work for. After a while, the diligent girl saw a tree with dried branches and roots.
Hello, young girl. Can you clean my dry branches and give me some water to my roots?
The diligent girl then cleaned all the dry branches of the tree until her palms were bruised, and watered the roots with her own drinking water.
Thank you, young girl. But now you have no water left.
It's okay. You needed help, and I helped you. I can walk a little more and find water for myself. The diligent girl continued on her way. Farther on, she came across a hearth with broken and cracked parts.
Hey, young girl, can you repair me and make me look better?
The diligent girl took a handful of mud near her and patched all the cracks on the hearth.
Thank you, young girl. But you got so dirty because of me.
Oh, it's okay. Clothes don't matter. You needed help, and I helped. The diligent girl left the brand new hearth behind and continued on her way. After a while, a lovely lamb appeared, but the lamb was black, like coal, from head to toe.
Hello, young girl. I accidentally got into the coals and got dirty. Would you bathe me in that lake over there?
The diligent girl washed the lamb by the lake. The lamb was white and soft as before.
Thank you, but you're drenched because of me.
You needed help, and I helped. I was already very dirty. Now I'm cleaner. The diligent girl continued on her way. When it got dark, she came across a beautiful house. Oh, where 7 fairies lived. The diligent girl entered. Hello, I apologize for coming to your home without permission. I am a young girl looking for a job to work.
You can work here if you want, young girl. There are 7 rooms in our house. You will only clean 6 rooms every day, but you must not go into the 7th room.
The diligent girl accepted the job. She cleaned 6 rooms diligently every day, as fairies said, for a full year. She never entered the 7th room. And when she had enough money, she asked permission from the fairies to return home.
Of course, young girl. You can go home. I'm wondering why you never entered the 7th room.
My father used to say to do the job right, no matter what. During my time here, my job was to clean only 6 rooms. And that's what I did. That's what you told me to do.
We would like to reward you for your honesty and diligence. Come on, come with us.
The fairies asked the young girl to enter the 7th room. When the girl entered, she saw a lot of silver and gold coins.
Now, you roll around in these coins, and any that stick to you will be yours.
diligent girl tumbled left and right in coins. She looked almost like a star with the money sticking on her. Then the diligent girl left the fairies to return home. On the way, she came across the lamb she had washed before. The lamb was covered with pearls.
I did not forget your help, young girl. Take and get as many pearls as you want.
The diligent girl thanked the lamb and covered her arms and neck with pearls and continued on her way. This time, she came across the hearth she had previously repaired.
I did not forget the help you gave me, young girl. Take it. My warm breads, my lovely cakes are yours.
The diligent girl ate some of the bread given by the hearth and took some of it to take home and continued on her way. A little further ahead, she saw the tree. Its branches were covered with fruit.
Come, young girl. I did not forget the help you gave me. Take it. All my grape juice is yours.
The diligent girl thanked the tree and finally returned home.
Thank you very much. What a fruitful experience.
Her father and lazy sister greeted her at the door. The girl's bundle was full of gold and pearls. The lazy sister was very jealous when she saw that her sister was so rich.
Look at all those coins. I must go find a wealthy family to get a job from. If my sister has pearls, I will get emeralds.
The lazy girl told her father that she is leaving home to look for a job.
Oh, okay, my daughter. But you couldn't even work at home. How will you find a job out there?
The lazy girl left before her dad could even finish talking. She walked day and night. A little further down the road, she came across a tree with dry branches. The tree asked the girl for help.
Hello, young girl. Would you clean my...
I can't deal with you under the sun. My hair will get messy. Bye.
The lazy girl moved on. She saw a cracked and broken hearth a little further. Hearth asked her for help.
I can't get my thin and delicate hands dirty for you. My nail polish goes bad. Bye.
The lazy girl did not help the hearth either. Then she came across a lamb that was dirty, like black coal, and the lamb asked her to give her a bath.
Ew, disgusting. Get out of my way, you dirty thing.
The lazy girl ran away.
What a lazy little lamb. Can't even wash itself.
And came upon a huge house. The lazy girl took advantage of this and asked for work from the 7 fairies who were the owners of the house. The head fairy asked her to stay for a year and clean only 6 rooms. Don't forget, young girl, you will never ever be able to enter the 7th room. The lazy girl reluctantly cleaned all 6 rooms for months. However, one day she gave in to her curiosity and entered the 7th room. Instead of gold and silver coins, there were bees and bats inside. The bees stung the lazy girl in such a way that she was scarred all over. She was very hurt. The girl immediately left there and started running towards the house. As she ran, she saw the lamb, which she turned down her request for help. The lamb was covered with pearls. The girl wanted to catch the lamb to get some pearls, but the lamb ran away from her. The girl continued walking and was very tired. At that moment, she came across the hearth that she turned down that requested her help. There were loaves of fresh warm bread on the hearth. When the girl wanted to buy a slice of bread, the hearth got hot and Lazy Girl's hands got burned. When the lazy girl ran away from there, she came across the tree which she had refused to help. There were bunches of fruit on the branches of the tree. When the lazy girl tried to pick some fruit, the tree leaned to the right. The girl ran to the right, but the tree leaned to the left this time. Tired of running around, the lazy girl finally gave up on getting the fruit. She walked non-stop for 2 full days and finally got home. Her father and sister saw her returning home in dirty clothes and injured, and they were very surprised. The lazy girl told what happened to her with great regret.
Oh, and I can't believe it. I hurt so much. Oh.
My dear sister, now you understand how important it is to be hardworking.
Remember, girl, when you are honest and hardworking in this life, you will be rewarded for sure.
After that day, the lazy girl has not been idle and lazy since. The 2 sisters both worked hard and were rewarded well. And this small family had happy, productive, and peaceful days throughout their lives.